Good day everyone and welcome. My name is Susan and we are going to have a nice little short 30-minute Pilates class on the mat. So Pilates, strengthening the body, all right, all about strength and power, working on balance, flexibility, and some relaxation as well, all right. Now the breathing is very important. Now first of all, Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. Now the breathing is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now when you exhale, I want a strong, forceful exhale like the letter H in hollow. And when you do that, I want you to engage your core. So basically suck your gut in every time you exhale. So breathing out into the chest, thoracic breathing, and exhale. Just like that, all right? So roll the shoulders out, relax. Now Pilates stance. For the first 4 breaths on the exhale, I want you to bring your thighs together. I want you to bring up that pelvic floor, buttocks tight, belly button to spine, and I want you to visualize you've got a belt tied around your ribs. So you're tightening the ribs as well. So basically, just squeeze everything on the exhale, just for the first 4 breaths, all right? And this is just gonna help you connect with your breath, and these are called pillars or press points. Arms to the side, relax those shoulders, let's go, breathe. Inhale completely. Exhale, squeeze everything, squeeze your buttocks. Breathe. And one more. All right, perfect. Now release the heels, roll the shoulders out, roll them out, just shake it all out. So we do a lot of stretches in between. Between every exercise, we do a little stretch. So that would be normal breathing, just to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breathing, and just to release the tension as it accumulates, all right? So let's start with a little warm up now. So the warm up is, like I said, warming up the body and really helping you connect with your breath to be able to synchronize the breath with the movements, which sometimes can be a bit challenging. Standing nice and tall, you can have your legs a little wider if you want. Let's go, inhale up. Exhale, belly button to spine. For the rest of the class, the warm up, the rest of the class, just focus on belly button to spine. Inhale up, exhale. Couple more, inhale up. Let's warm up the shoulders, warm up the upper body. One more time, up. All right, perfect. Roll the shoulders out, shake the legs out if you want. All right, let's do some calf raises. Now the calf raises is gonna work on your balance and the strength of the toes, the feet, the ankles, lower leg muscles. So to help you with your balance, I would suggest find a little spot on the floor. So a little focal point you can stare at. That'll help you with your balance. Now as far as the arms can stay here to help you, or if you want, you can bring them up. So we're gonna come up onto the balls of the feet and come all the way back down, all right? So, ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Come all the way down. Inhale up. Now push down on the balls of the feet, dig those toes in. Let's keep going all the way. Inhale up. Exhale. Now the next time we come up, let's stay there. Breathe. And down. All right, roll the shoulders out. Now release those calves, roll out the ankles, shake the legs out if you need to. Release the tension into the lower legs and the ankles. Perfect. And let's do one more. Standing nice and tall, arms to the side of the body. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward, arms down to the left. Now, this is a nice little warm up. Keep going, releasing, warming up the shoulders, releasing, stretching the chest area, the pectorals, and also a gentle neck stretch. One more on each side. Perfect. And down. Now, roll it out. All right, so now we're warmed up. So let's get ourselves onto our mats. We're going to start with some swimming today. So I want you to lay down on your mat, right on your belly. Right on the belly. Now, comfortable on your belly. I'm sitting on a yoga mat. You can use a thicker mat if you'd like for Pilates. Arms are out, pelvis and hips nicely anchored into the floor. So this particular one I'm going to show you quickly. I'm going to do it the opposite. Right, left arm, right leg, we're going to inhale up and exhale down. All right, you can touch the floor or you can hover on the way down. This is going to work upper body, lower body coordination. You're going to feel it working your lower back, your buttocks, and your hamstrings as well. All right. Make sure you're looking at the floor. Let's go. Left arm, right leg, inhale up. And keep going. Inhale up. Exhale. Belly button to spine. Don't forget, engage that belly button. Suck your gut in every time you exhale. And up. Stay here. And come down. All right, so we're going to do the other side. So always remember, take it easy, do what you can. If you can only do one, and after that you get a little shaky and you're not sure, stop and rest. Don't be shy. Listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Make sure you pay attention. If it causes any pain or aggravates a condition, take it easy, pace yourself, skip it if you need to. Let's try the other side. Right arm, left leg. Let's go. Inhale up. And inhaling up, exhaling down. Excuse me, one more time. Up, stay here. And down. All right. Let's do a little stretch now. I want you to come up very, very slowly into our little shell. Now your back might be a little tight, so don't go too quickly. Lean back gently and just rest. Just bow your head. Now this is normal breathing. Slow everything down just to release the spine, release the back. This will release your hips, your buttocks, and everything else. This is called the little shell. It's a really nice little stretch. It's similar to child's pose in yoga, but you don't have to put your head on the floor. Just a little stretch. All right? Perfect. So now from here, we're going to work some hips. So I want you to lay onto the side along the back of the mat. Now again here, if you find you have bony hips, even if you've got some extra padding, a lot of people do, I have actually 2 mats doubled up here. You can put a thin pillow or a thin blanket or a towel. Give yourself a little bit more, little cushioning here if you like. Absolutely. Make yourself comfortable. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm laying along the back of the mat. I've got my head in my hand. If you want, you can have your head down here. Now, make sure the side of your body is nice and anchored to the floor. Knees are stacked. Hips are nice and lined up. So try to make sure you're not twisted forward or back. All right? And top hand is on the floor. This is your kickstand. This is your stabilizer. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do our clam and we're going to do the book. Pardon me. So let me show you quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my feet, my heels together. I'm just going to come up and exhale down. So this is going to be working. This is all about the hip, range of motion, mobility of the hip. Lengthening, stretching, strengthening the buttock, quad as well, pelvic floor muscles, but all around the muscles around the hip. All right, so do what you can. If you can't get your hip up there or your leg up very high, don't worry about it. And if it's really going to bother your hip, skip it all together. This is where we would end up for a rest. Put your knee in front and rest if you like. All right, let's go. Inhale up, keep your heels together, and just bring your knee and your leg up as high as comfortable. Inhale up, and couple more. Inhale up. Now, if you can, if you're still with me, up, stay here, breathe. Belly button to spine, don't forget, suck your gut in every time you exhale. One more breath. Now, bring the leg down very carefully. Now let's rest. Bring the knee onto the floor, the bottom leg if you want, straighten it and just rest. If you want, you can bring your whole body down. Take a quick little rest. Very important, I find, that take a quick little rest. It's not long. It's just a few seconds, just enough to release the tension. All right? because we have one more to do. Now, let's get back into position. Bend the knees are stacked, hips are lined up. Let's do our book. Now with the book, we're going to release the foot. Let me show you this one here quickly. I'm going to bring my foot up and down. Now, when you bring your leg up, make sure that you don't bring your foot way up here. Your foot, leg, everything is lined up to the hip. So just like this, all right? Again, if you're getting tired, just even if you move a little bit, see what you can do. Ready? Inhale up and you can feel a little fire into the thigh, into the quads, to the hip, and up. If you can, stay here, breathe. And don't be shy. Like I said, if you can only do one, and that's as far as you can go, just do one. Don't force your body. And bring it down. Perfect. Let's roll on to our bellies, all right? So it's not a race. It's not a contest. You do what you can with your body. All right, pelvis and hips anchored into the floor. This next one here is called a heel beat. So this is a transition to the other hip, but we're going to work our buttocks. This focuses on the glutes. So what you can do here is, if you want, you can bring your chin onto your stacked hands, or you can lift your head up a little if you need some fresh air. Now keep the knees on the floor, the feet slightly off the floor. What we're going to do is we're going to click our heels. So I don't want your feet way up here, close to the floor. So really we can really focus on engaging and isolating the glutes or the buttocks. And let's do 7 of these. I want you to click your heels as fast as you can, but the breath is slow and controlled. Ready? Let's go. If you find you're going too fast and a little too much fire, just slow down your clicking, that's all. But as fast as you can, that's possible. And one more. And down. Let your legs relax, let your buttocks just go slack. Let's get into our little shell. We'll do a little stretch and then we'll go to the other hip. So your back's probably going to be really tight, so come up very, very slowly. Don't rush the stretch. Let your body just ease into the stretch. Open up the knees, lean back, and just rest. Really let your body release that tension. This is so good. You're going to feel it releasing. This is for your buttocks, but your thighs, your hips, your lower back, and everything else. Lovely full body stretch. Now, when you're ready, come up slowly, and let's go to the other hip now. So like I said, take it easy, because a lot of people have issues with their hips. There's always one hip that gives them a little more grief than the other. So this is the one. Do what you can. You don't have to whip your knee up very high. Even if you move it a little bit, find a place that feels good for you, all right? Because there's always room to make little adjustments. All right, let's get ourselves comfortable. Side of the body's nice and anchored to the floor. Hips are lined up, knees are stacked. Kickstand is down. Let's do our clam. Let's go inhale, up, and try to relax your shoulders. Focus on the breath. It's always there. The breath is there to help you control your movements. I want you to have full control, working with precision. Inhale up, stay here. And as soon as you start losing the control, that means your body's tired. That's time to rest. One more. Now, rest. Knee in front. And if you want, straighten the bottom leg and just let it go. Just let it relax. Your thigh, your hip, your buttock, let everything relax. Bring yourself all the way down if you'd like to rest your upper body as well. A little quick rest. I think it's very important to take a little quick rest in between, because then you're ready to go to the next one. All right? Let's do our book now. Ready? Let's go inhale up. Because if you work really hard and you don't rest between sequences or between exercises, then you know you kind of lose the control, and then the breath goes sideways, because everything revolves around the breath. And up, stay here, breathe. Take a full inhale, exhale, belly button to spine, kiss your spine with your belly button. One more breath. Bring it down. All right, let's roll onto our backs. We're going to do a little stretch. We're going to stretch those hips out before we go any further. Roll onto your back. This is called a reverse pigeon. This is just a stretch. So I want you to bring the left leg up, right foot onto the knee. You can bend the left knee. One hand on the right knee, one behind the left thigh, and just gently pull. Now this is normal breathing. This is just a stretch. We do this particular one in our yoga class as well. And this is all about releasing, stretching, lengthening, decompressing the right hip area, but also everything around it, all right? And this is a really good stretch for your sciatic nerve as well, releasing, decompressing that tight nerve. And when you're ready, go to the other side. If you want a deeper stretch, just give it a little bit more or less. And let's release the lower back. Give yourself a big hug and rock a little bit from side to side. Stretch out that lower back, lengthen that spine. All right, and from here, let's stretch the body out. Let's stretch everything out before we go any further. You can bring your arms to the side or up above if you'd like. Stretch your belly out, stretch those legs out. Just slow it down. Perfect. All right, now from here, we're going to stay in this position just a little bit longer. We'll stay on our backs now, all right? So what we're going to do is two things on our backs. So bring your legs into table like this, all right? Ankle and knees are lined up. So we're going to do one is called the toe tap. This one here is specifically for, we're working our abdominals, trying to strengthen our core muscles as well. This is going to focus on the lowest part of our core muscles, right down by your belly button, all right? So let me show you this one here. I'll give you a quick demo. You're going to inhale, tap your toe, and exhale, back to table. That's it. We're going to do 5 of those, all right? So do what you can here. Let's go. Inhale down, and try to relax the shoulders. Focus on what you're doing. Pay attention to how your body feels. Almost there. Now the next time you tap, stay here. Breathe. Keep that breath going. Don't forget to breathe and don't hold your breath. Keep it going. One more. Now, bring your knees up, give yourself a hug. Go right into a hug and just release that lower back. All right, perfect. Now, the next one we're going to do is bring our legs up to the ceiling. All right, now, just getting your legs up here takes a lot of core strength. If you find this is really challenging, bend your knees a little if you need to, okay? So what we're going to do here is called an open V. Let me show you quickly. I'm going to open only as wide as the mat and then close. So we're going to heel up, toe in. If you find that this is really challenging for you, bend your knees a little and do it this way. If that helps, okay? Like I said, it takes a lot of core strength. Our legs are very heavy just to keep them up here, all right? Let's see what we can do here. Inhale, open, exhale. One more, and open. Now the next time you open, stay here and breathe. And this is just called the open V. One more. Close, bend, rest. Straighten the legs if you'd like. We're going to do the hug and the straighten the legs. Those are the two nice stretches. You can do them any order you'd like. Make sure that you release the tension, release that lower back. Because if you have a weak core, weak abdominals, you have a weak back, everything works together. So we're trying to strengthen everything, but do what you can. And the hug is the best part, really stretching out, lengthening the spine, stretching out that lower back. All right, so from here, we're going to get up into a seated position. So come up nice and slow. Perfect. All right. So we're going to do a couple of things from here, from a seated position. All right. So we're going to do one called the boat. high boat and the low boat. Now this one here, I'm going to give you a few different ways to do this, depending on your core strength, all right? Now, I'll show you the full boat and a couple other things, modifications. Now, any of the positions, any exercises we do from the seated position, always very important that your back is straight, your neck is long, and you're looking forward, all right? Now, try not to be hunched over and bowing your head. Keep your back nice and straight. So this way you can use the power and the strength of your muscles in your back, your lower back, along with your core, to keep you nice and level and balanced so you don't fall over, all right? So, holding onto the back of the legs, let me show you this one here. I'm going to rock up. My legs are going to come up here. Now, if you don't have the strength or can't get your legs up, don't worry about it. Just here's good, and even if you can just manage to do this, that's fine. You're still using the same muscles, all right? Get a little fire in the belly. So roll the shoulders out, relax, don't overthink it, all right? Just give it your best shot. If you get tired, come down and rest. Let's go. Ready? Big breath. And up. Breathe. Now, as you get a little stronger, you can release the hands. If not, hold on to the legs. Breathe. One more. Come down. Now rest. Now the rest is to come here. Now let your legs fall open. Now you can bow your head. Let your shoulders go limp. Release your back. Rest your belly. All right, perfect. So now we're going to do the low boat. That's the high boat. All right. If we had more time, we would do it again, but we don't have a lot of time here. So let's try the low boat. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do the low boat. Same thing. Still working a lot of strength in the core. Now, if you don't have the strength, rest on your forearms. I want you to try and get your legs off the floor just a little bit. All right. Now this particular position here, look up to the ceiling. Try not to use your neck muscles. Try to focus on using your core. Everybody's got muscles there. We're just going to wake them up a little bit. Even underneath all our padding, there's something there. So try not to use your neck, okay? So this is the one way. And those of you who are a little stronger, like this. All right, so let's try it together. Get into position, rest on your forearms if you need to, and take a breath, exhale up. Breathe. One more. And then come up slowly, right into your little rest. Slow down the breath. Just rest. Let your body rest. Relax. Slow the breath down. Perfect. All right. So we're going to do a couple of stretches now. So from here, I want you to very gently get onto your hands and knees. Now, this is called our table. Ankle and knees lined up. Knees and hips. Arms are nice and lined up. Let's do some cat and cow. This is just normal breathing. This is a nice stretch. So I want you to inhale up, or just bring yourself up, C-scoop spine, and then bring yourself down. Arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. We do this in our yoga class a lot as well. When you come up into your cow, you get a stretch into your chest, you get a stretch into your abdominals, into your belly. And when you get into your little cat, lengthen the spine, release upper back, and really nice stretch for your lower back. One more, up. And perfect. All right. So let's get ourselves up to standing. Come up nice and slow. Let's do a few stretches and we're done. Nice little short class today. All right. Nice wide V. This is just normal breathing now. Nice little stretch for the body. Reach up with the right arm and lean over to the left. Lengthen, stretch, reach. Lengthen the whole right side of your body. This is stretch out your belly as well, your back. Just normal breathing. Come up, use your core muscles to help you move. Come to the other side, reach. Come up, right arm up, reach up to the ceiling. Lengthen, stretch it. If you want, you can lean back. If you want to do a bit of a back bend or just reach to the ceiling. Stretch your body out. Now from here, we're going to get into a V straddle split. I'll give you 2 ways to do this. Coming down, hinging at the hips. If you, it'll make you dizzy to come too low, put your hands on your knees and just come down as low as you can. That's comfortable. It's just a stretch. And those of you who want to come all the way down, you can bend your knees if you want, keep them straight. V straddle split, full body stretch, wonderful stretch. You can feel the legs, the hamstrings, your spine is lengthening, your back. Walk your hands to the left. Come to center, go to the other side. Come back to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy, all the way up. Perfect. And let's get those legs together. And I want you to give yourself a big hug for coming out, for doing this with me, and a clap for us, and a clap for you and everybody else. And we're done for now. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Susan. Today is June 9th, in case you want to know what day it is. And I hope you enjoyed that, a little quickie class, all right? So remember, take care of yourself, go outside, get some sun on your face, play outside, do some yard work, keep moving, all right? And we'll see you again soon. Thanks again.